What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up guys? I'm gonna show you my nighttime routine. Enjoy. Alright, so we just started the night routine. First, pulling up to a Cracker Barrel as always. I love pulling in later at night, like at 11 when it's closed, so I don't have to see like the employees coming out. I try to find somewhere that's not too far away from other campers. I really don't like to be the only one in the parking lot, because if something happens, I have someone to like yell to, or like, that's why you haven't really seen me park in nature, because it's kind of like in space, no one can hear you scream. Same for like camping. First thing I do is vent out my windows, so I get some airflow, and then I just get to the back and I start the routine. Okay, first step, I get out these bad boys. I got these at Walmart. These are just like normal front shield window blockers. Just put them on the back of my car. I have little hooks down here, and this thing right here. Look at it. Look at it! I just tuck it in. This side goes first. My car naturally has this crevice for the door to open up that it just latches onto, so lucky me. I just have to make sure that the gray side is facing me, because it feels natural to do this, right? To like put it this way because it's dark. But no, the gray faces inward. First step, and finding the hooks, and get inside the groove, and there you go. I do have to like adjust it a bit just to make sure no light seeps out. So what I do is just turn off my lights. All right, there's no light seeping in. The back way's done, yay! I have to be so serious. I already did this part off camera and I cannot be bothered to do it again. In the front of the car, I just have these hooks in my ceiling, and I have this blackout curtain I got from Walmart, and I just put it up. You guys don't need me to show you me hooking up this fabric to hooks. This is the front of my van, and I do it this way instead of putting just like shields in front of my windshields to hide the car completely. I do it this way so it looks like a normal car from the outside. So you see the front two seats, but this naturally hides it, which I just really like. Now comes the time that I take out my little self-care basket. Self-care basket, yeah. I only use 3 brands on my skin: Honest Beauty, Good Molecules, and Cocoa Kind. Currently, I did use like some beef tallow for skin moisturizer. These brands are my go-tos. I love them so much. And I'm open to other skincares. It's just these are like the clean brands. I prioritize clean skincare. I don't mind if it's a higher price tag, if it means that my skin, which I'm gonna be in hopefully the rest of my life, is getting good treatment. My toothpaste I'm using right now is Himalaya Botanique. It's a toothpaste that doesn't have any fluoride, SLS, I don't know what that is. And it's just like nicer and I guess cleaner, which guys, you can make fun of me all you want. I'm a little spooked out, to say the least, about regulations in the US when it comes to like anything drugstore. Also, I just got this at Sprouts because it was like buy one get one free, and I was like, okay, I get a little clearance and try out a healthy toothpaste. Also, right now, currently, you can't see this, but currently I have stuff in my sink. I'm using the sink as storage. I have not been spending that much time in my van because I've been hanging out with friends. I'm about to go back on the road and be by myself more, so I haven't been able to do things like everything you see is still an issue from the last time. Stuff is in my sink, and when that happens, I just use a little spit jar. This is my spit jar to like do it so I don't have to like take all the stuff out, do it, and put it in. Spit jar it, man. All done. I'm not gonna show you guys me spitting in a jar. You gotta pay for that. So always brush your teeth before you do your skincare. I don't know why. When a dermatologist tells you to do something, you just kind of do it. Now comes the serious part. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is about headbands with ears, but I love it. So use this little face scrubber to scrub my face with. And if you're doing van life and you have a pump, I don't care, lock it. When you're done with it, lock it. When you want to use it, unlock it. La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-dum. Nowadays, I just do my lips, cheeks, and eyelashes and eyebrows. But if I have any like face makeup on, as in foundation, I have this magic erase pad. I think it's just called a magic eraser. Not like Mr. Clean, like a cloth. It's microfiber. All you do is get the cloth wet, and then you can remove your makeup, and it takes off all like any hard, harsh makeup off your face without the use of micellar water or any other product, which is nice when you're on the road and you're on a budget, so you don't have to like keep spending money on makeup removing wipes. You just use that. Also, it's nicer on your skin. It doesn't like burn or leave your skin dry. Tonight I'm using a retinoid because I want to look young, I want to stay young. And all the ladies are like, you gotta use a retinol. And I'm like, okay. And then we just seal it all with some moisturizer. I'm gonna be so honest. I started doing skincare when I was 22 when I started taking care of my skin. Given I always had good skin, it's like one of those things that God gives you and you're like, you don't know how lucky you are. And I just saw some TikToks and was like, oh, this is something I should actually take care of, especially as I'm getting older, and genetics can only do so much for me. Genetics have served their purpose. They have helped me thus far. I think the key is just to realize early on before you need to realize the importance of taking care of your skin. And that's really the skin routine. Let me just slide that in so it can't go anywhere. I close my little spit jar. Back. Far, far away. My water where I can see it. All right, now it's my favorite time. Pajamas. Ta-da! My favorite pajama, a big shirt. Who could ask for anything more? And now we gotta take care of this bed situation. So normally I have these 2 blankets that are just always covering my bed. It could just be 1 blanket. Oh, and the sock. It feels better having 2 layers of security to your bed than 1. So I just take off this white blanket. Ta-da! It's my bed. So I get in my bed, and normally I have like this lump just next to me. Oh my gosh, the wind, that's crazy. I have this lump next to me, whether it be like from laundry or this big pillow. This pillow, I probably talked in other videos, but it has my sleeping bag and my heated blanket in it. And I got this pillowcase from Muji. I did not know it expanded this large, but I'm glad it does. So in case I unexpectedly run into a cold night or just the temperature drops very fastly overnight, warmness is just a pillow away. And I put this behind my silk pillow. Hello. During the day, this gives nice support. I just have that down there right next to me along with like the blankets. If you look down, like it's a mess. That's okay, because I'm in the area that matters. And then I give my car, you know, random locks throughout the night. But I always have my key right there, so I always know where it is in case anything happens. I can just grab it and go. And then I just go to bed, and my bed's so comfortable and my blanket is so comfortable, and I love life and I'm very grateful. And then I think about all the mistakes I made today, and I think about what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Normally I should do it, but I'm not going to, because I've been thinking about it all day and I cannot be bothered to do one more thing right now. But normally I make a list, a bullet point list of things I need to do tomorrow, so when I wake up I don't really have to think that much. It's just like, okay, I have to get groceries, charge that, charge this, and then I'm set. People often ask me, are you afraid to sleep alone? And like, are you afraid to sleep in your car? And I'm like, you know, thing is, I never sleep somewhere that I know I'm not allowed to. Like, I always make sure I'm somewhere close to people, close to security. I would love to sleep in nature, maybe like a campsite where there's other campers or people doing exactly what I'm doing. Just sleeping alone in the woods is not on like my top to-do list unless I know it's safe. I don't really do this for like the venture aspect of things. I do this for not paying rent and to see the US. And you can see the US without spending the night in nature parks, in state parks. So since I've been doing this for so long, like the worst case scenario is like, oh gosh, there's so many, but like what's gonna happen to me tonight is probably like get a knock or somebody come up and like closely inspect my van, which I have like, you know, a few minor weapons, if I can say that, on me to like protect myself. So yeah, I'm not really that scared. I sleep soundly. I get amazing sleep. The only thing is these blinders work so well that sometimes I don't even know it's the morning. And if you ever slept with light blockers on, you know what I'm talking about. It's like deja vu, or like, I don't even know what the word's called. It's just kind of like a shock. It's a shock to wake up and go, oh, it's 7 o'clock. And it's fully 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And you're like, oh, I gotta start my day. Whoops. So I have to set an alarm clock to wake up. Or else, like, I don't know, I just have too much fun sleeping in. Which, sue me, I'm a freelancer, so I don't really have to do a 9 to 5, but it's nice to be on human time and not my time. One of my barista friends made a joke saying like, oh, well, you do van life, time doesn't really matter to you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? The sun rises and sets the same time, even though I'm in a van. What? Like, I still adhere to the rules of social life. It's just, I go home to a van. You go home to an apartment. I go home to a van. And that is it. I have never had the knock. I have never had like a bad night's sleep. The worst thing that really happened to me was pulling into my campsite, feeling unsafe and going, okay, I have to drive another 2 hours. Even though I'm very tired, I have to drive another 2 hours to a Cracker Barrel or like some location that I know is going to have lights and like be safe. And then I'll sleep. That's like been the worst thing. So, of course, like knock on wood, that nothing bad does happen. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Love you guys. Kisses. Bisous. Bisous. And I'll see you in the next one. Good night. I'm gonna turn off these lights. Ka-chow.